EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. McPherson has this one teed up, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Singletary to get the drive started. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the...
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Allen will try to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Here we go.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bengals take over first down at their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Bengals at 14-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Mixon. Room here to run. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on second down. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
I'm fine, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. To about the 26 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
Here we go.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. Touchdown Bengals! Jamar Chase with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Some 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Allen going to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
But those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is taken in by Hurst.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down at the Bills' 47-yard line.
11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Shoves him away. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
Career touchdown number 136, tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MP, hey! 11 MP, stop!
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Throwing on first down is Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Here we go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now, once again, the Bengals will try for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 48-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Allen.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? Allen probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Burrow going to throw again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Burrow being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
11 empty.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Allen taking it himself.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these
It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants' field-stretching tight end. He's danced around coverages all year to the tune of 1,400 receiving yards so far. It's the Giants and the Commanders.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington.
Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff. The window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby. He wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Slayton.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. With the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give them 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get get this done, let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They'll look to throw again.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They throw it out right complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota hosting Detroit in the NFC North. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Isaiah Pacheco, potentially on his way to a giant afternoon. He has 3 touchdown runs in that first half. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Draw play. It's Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man, Slayton.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Second and 2. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st down, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is Smith with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
It's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. My favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Giants hang on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mahomes now to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And quickly they get to the line. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Got a man, Slayton.
Touchdown, Washington.
Darius Slayton, 29 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the
It's the Jets' rangy cornerback. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Jets and the Pats, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
On a warm late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium. two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Staley, he finds his man, complete. It's Blake.
This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week,
21 carries, 72 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch,
but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They'll look to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Staley. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tony Pollard,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. Staley over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. They'll look to throw again. Trying to and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Staley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
open man here, the tight end Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had it for a second, but you're right, not to me. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Pollard again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Staley throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defense up front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw on second down. Staley. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down. Staley.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So the Patriots coming out now.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Oh, he sheds himself free.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he may not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to throw.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create some.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun, Staley.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Staley. And a completion to Wilson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jets drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Field goal good for the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Back to throw now on 1st down.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Staley. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
Akers back-to-back catches.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Staley. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ball start.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 17 yards out.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after.